Hey everyone, it's a crocheter back for another video. I believe this is 128. As a matter of fact, it is. I wrote it down. So this is episode 128. I have a lot to talk about. I have a yarn haul. I am going to have a pattern release, I guess. I have one person testing my pattern. It's for a ski mask that I designed. When I show the ones that I've made, I will give you more information about it. And I want to thank my 757 subscribers. I know I don't always say that I appreciate it, but I really, really do. I wish I could get out of the 750s. Seems like I've been there for several months now. I wish that I can get over that. So if you like this video, please subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. And if you could like this video and give me a thumbs up, that helps my videos get seen by other people. For those of you who are new, my name is Elizabeth. I have a cat. He is technically my kid. But he might pop in every once in a while. I live with my grandparents. I am 28 years old. It is 11:18 p.m. on the 19th of October. So we only have a little over 2 weeks left. Is it 2 weeks? Let me look. Yeah, well, a week and a half. We have a week and a half. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 more days in this month before November. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like it is flying. This whole year just seemed like it flew right by. I don't usually do this, but tonight I am drinking some hot tea. Well, mine's technically cold now, but I love the Jack Frost herbal tea, and I know you can get it now at Wegmans, and we do have a Wegmans around here. And I went like in the summertime and they did not have it out, so I'm hoping to go back next month. And hopefully they will have their Christmas teas out because I love the tea. So it comes, like, this is the little packaging. If I can get it to where. And that's what it looks like. I love this tea. I'm also a big mint tea drinker. I love peppermint. There's one that has different mints in it, like peppermint, spearmint, whole mess of different kind of mint. It's called Plantation. I love that one. But like I said, my tea is cold. So, yeah. Life stuff. Not much has really been going on. Everybody's really good. Took Nala outside. Nala is my 10-month-old Doberman. I posted videos of her on here. She is 10 months old. She was 10 months old on the 6th of this month. And she already weighs 70 pounds. She probably weighs 75 pounds now. She seems like when we eat supper, it seems like she never, ever, ever gets full. Like, there's no fuel or full just a button in her body. She eats and eats and eats and eats. Like tonight, me and we ordered from Brothers. We got my pap and my brother pizza. And, me and my grandma and her, we got 3 orders of chicken tenders. 1 for her, 1 for me, and 1 for my gram. She ate all of hers. Then she ate a partial of me and my grams. And then she ate pizza on top of that. And I made me and my pap and my gram a milkshake. My gram wanted chocolate. And I made Nala peanut butter, and then me and my pap had chocolate peanut butter. So, yeah, she's she's getting to be a brute. So, before I get into everything else, I do want to say to Marla, I know you're probably gonna watch this. So, I just made your stitch markers, and I want to show you them before. I made you an extra one because of all of the, difficulty we've been having. So, I made you what you wanted, but I gave you an extra L. So, trying to find the other, oh, there it is. Okay, so you wanted, where is it? Okay, so I made them longer, like you asked. The only thing is I did not have the colored beads, the bigger colored beads that you wanted. I ran out of those. So, I got this big pack of beads at Walmart that they're glass. And I just used a bunch of those. So this is the G. And I made it longer, so hopefully that's okay. And all of them are with the lever backs. And they just close like that. So that's the G. You wanted 2 H's. And here they are. Stop moving. There we go. So there they are. And you wanted 4 eyes. So I made you 4 eyes. Well, these are all green. Look at that. There you go. So there's all your eyes. You wanted 3 J's. Okay, we'll just do it this way. Here's your 3 J's. You wanted 2 K's. There's your 2 K's. And I gave you an extra L. So, there they are. So, I am putting these all in a bag. If you do not mind, I am going to wait to get your other ones that you were sending back to me. And I'm so sorry for all of the confusion and stuff. I hope you can use these, and I hope you like these. So once I get my other ones in the mail, I will send those ones out to you. I have your envelope and everything ready. I just wanted to show them to you before and make sure they're okay. So let me know if they're okay. They're probably 2 inches long, I would say. Maybe 1 inch and 3/4 or something. So I hope those are long enough for you. So now, let's get into the crochet stuff. So, I have tons of finished objects, so we're gonna do those first. So my first one that is sitting right on top is my own design. It is the Granny Crosswalk blanket. One of the ladies that works with my gram She wanted a blanket for her aunt, her mom, or somebody in her family. Their birthday is October 29th, and she wanted it done before, and the woman loves Halloween. So, the woman, Karen, that's her name, Karen wanted, the colors for her mom or her aunt in purple, black, and orange. So, I made this blanket. It is 41 inches long, and I think I measured 31 inches wide. And yes, it is supposed to be equal. See? I'm just not a very good folder, that's all. So, that is going to her. And she also has she is going to a charity event for kids. So I am going to send some stuffed animal, I think it's for kids at a hospital. I am going to also send her some hats and scarves and some of the little octopi and jellyfish that I make. Which, as a matter of fact, after I do this, after tonight, I think I'm going to figure out exactly how many of them I have and make some more so that I have stuff so I have like extra. So the next one is my own design. Again, I have made 4 of these, and they are ski masks. Because I hear we're supposed to get I live in Pennsylvania, and I hear we're supposed to get a really, really bad winter, and we have a homeless shelter that is up in one of our main towns where I live, and I feel so bad. I want them to be warm if they can't get inside. So I made ski mask, and yes, it is a form-fitting thing. But mine, I made so that it goes underneath their coats. Now I have the pattern already written down, so I am going to make it into a PDF. So, I didn't tell you the yarn. So this is all big twist yarn in taupe and a purple. So I have that one finished. I made this one for a young lady or a woman. Excuse me. And this is the leftover yarn I had from the blanket, which is Red Heart Super Saver Lavender. And the green is Minty Red Heart Super Saver. I made this. This is the first one I did. This is Denim Big Twist Premium or Value. And this is I got a skein of Red Heart Super Saver at Walmart. It was on sale for $2.06 because it was damaged. Somebody had taken a pair of scissors and literally cut about 4 strands on one side. So I took it, and so this is the sage one. So I finished that one. And this one is super duper bright. It is bright yellow, and it is aqua. Big twist. Bright yellow is Red Heart Super Saver, and the aqua is one of the new colors that they got from Big Twist. Like I said, I have a small yarn haul. I went to Joann's. Should I have went to Joann's? No, but I did anyway. So, my next finished object is a baby sweater. My very, very, very first baby sweater. And I put this cute little button on it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. It is in the colorway Draco. Red Heart, or not Red Heart, Mandala Ombre, or no, Mandala Sparkle. That's what it was. I also have a matching blanket to go with it. And these are not posted. I love the Which Way Filet baby blanket. So that is this. And I just put a like scalloped border on the edge. And this is also in Draco. And I used a 6mm hook. So that will be going on my site. And as you can see, my background over here is black now. I posted pictures on Facebook that I upgraded. And I have a board back here, right here, that I covered in black fabric for better pictures when I take pictures and stuff. So, yeah. My next thing, I thought this was going to be a big hit, but it's not really. So I'm going to use the yarn for something else. So, speaking of that, I didn't even bring that over here. I am going to have to go get it when I do my finished objects. So, as I think you've noticed, it's been 2 weeks since I did a podcast. So, I went to Joann's and got a whole bunch of the re-up cotton yarn because I've been wanting to try it, and at Walmart it's a little expensive. And Joann's was having $1. It was on sale for $1. So I got like 33 or 34 scans of it. So I made some skull earrings. And there they are. And I also made some pumpkin earrings, which now that I see these, I realize that I used a bigger hook than what I should have. But I think they turned out really cute. So I have those. The next thing I finished is this. I made my own yarn cakes. And I have no idea what these colors are. I was at my mom's and I wanted to roll some cakes, so I made some random yarn cakes. So I made the shawl. You've seen it before. Because I did 2 skeins of it. I had 2 left, and I was going to add the 2 cakes left onto the shawl. But my 10-month-old puppy, Nola, got a hold of one of my skeins and destroyed it. And there was chew marks in it, and the threads were torn. I'm like, yeah, I'm not fixing it. So this is all the bigger it is. So yeah, I'm not real happy with her, but it'll be okay. Oh, there's also a little hat that I made to match. It was hiding underneath that blanket and that shawl. But a little hat I made for the matching set. And I also have this finished baby blanket. This is, I used a 6mm hook for this. And it is the Pineapple of My Eye blanket. I love this pattern too. And it is using Pegasus mandala. I have 2 full cakes in here. So I really, really love this. The only thing is I've only made this blanket out of mandala yarn. I would love to make it out of a worsted weight yarn. But that'll be for another day. And my last, well no, I still have 3 finished objects. So I have this shawl, and this was in a Karen cotton cake, the newer ones that they came out with this year. and it was in the color Rose Whispers. And I used an 8mm hook for this. Here's the thing. If you have a thin yarn, okay, and you don't want or you have a yarn and you don't want your project to be kind of stiff, go up a couple hook sizes on what you normally would use. If I wanted this to be a closer crochet than this, I would have used a 5 or 5.5. But I wanted it open and I wanted it airy and I want it to be flimsy and floppy and drapey. So I used an 8mm. That's my tip. You see how nice and open and lacy that is? Somebody could definitely wear this in the summertime. Now, I'm a big girl, so I probably wouldn't be able to pull this off. But somebody at the old age or the hospital will get a lot of use in this. So I'm pretty happy with it. And yes, it does go down the back quite a bit. But I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, if you want your shawls to be open and airy and it's kind of a solid stitch like that, use a bigger hook than you normally would. It makes it so nice and it drapes so nice. My last 2 finished objects I already posted on Facebook. And they're amigurumi. So the one is this little unicorn. So yeah, her mane was a pain in the behind. But I think she turned out really cute. Yes, it's a her. And this is Belle. And she is from... I have their books. I think I do. Did I put them in this one or did I put them in here? I did put them in here. You'll have to excuse me, I'm reaching. Because, of course, the books that I need went to the bottom of the bag. So, Belle is from this book, Unicorns, Dragons, and More Fantasy Amigurumi. So she is from this book. And I kind of went along with what they did. The only difference is they use safety eyes for her. See, there's safety eyes. And since I was not sure exactly where this is going, I decided to embroider sleepy eyes on it. So I'm glad I did that because, like I said, I have no idea where it's going. So I made that little girl. And then I made this pattern before. And it's a little hippo. And yes, she has a little heart on her stomach. And I got that pattern from Snuggle and Play Crochet. I love this book. I've made several things out of this book because it not only has plushies, it also has loveys in it. It has 5 different lovey blankets that you can choose. I'm not sure what yarns I used for the unicorn, but this I used Big Twist in the dark, deep purple color, the value one, and I used Mint. So yeah, she has black eyes because sewed on black eyes because I don't know, like I said, I don't know where my animals go. So I kind of have to think about, what alternative for eyes, for safety eyes. And here she is. Here she is. I did not put the eyebrows on, which I forgot to do that, and I don't think I am going to do that. I think she looks okay without them, in my preference. Okay, So, now that I have all my finished objects done, I have to go find something. So, you can just look at my wall back here. Pretty sure I know where it's at. And I have to find. So I not only have one yarn haul, I have two. One from last week and one from this week. I gotta fix my cushion. I have to use a donut when I sit on my desk chair. Because, like a year and a half ago, I was coming down the steps, and I come down them, well, I used to come down them really, really fast, and it was in the dark, and I can't see in the dark like my cat and my dog can, so I was coming down the steps really, really fast, and missed my last two steps, and we have wood steps, and came crashing down on my behind, and screwed up my back and my tailbone for really hurt. And I just kind of got up and, walked it off a little bit. The next day, I definitely feel it. So I had to go to the chiropractor and was telling him that my behind, when I would sit at my desk chair for long periods of time, would start really cramping, and then it would go up my back. And he said, get a donut. So I went to Walmart and got myself a donut. And I sit on this thing every time I sit here at my desk. Because I used to be able to sit at my desk for long periods of time with no problem until that night. So it was so loud. Because like I said, I'm a big girl. It was so loud that it woke my grandma and my pap up. And they had to come down and help me get off the steps. So yeah, it was a pretty rough night. I took like a whole mess of my grandma's Tylenol and ibuprofen, and so yeah, it was a pretty rough night. Okay. Sorry, kid. He's been trying to eat now for the last 20-25 minutes. Mandy, I take it you do not work again tonight. Girl, you need to tell me your schedule, man. I haven't heard from you in the last couple of days. Only a hi and a bye and stuff, and I'm getting a little worried. You okay, girl? Mandy, I consider her one of my best friends. It is Mandy from Pants Creations, Crochet Creations. No, Pants Crochet Creations. Is that right, Mandy? I don't think that is. I put a little too much sugar in my tea, I think. Okay. So, now we are going to move on to whips. So, as many of you know, I do a lot of charity work, donating and things like that. I have cut that back significantly from what I was doing. So, as you know, I usually follow along with when I make my mittens, I used a pattern by Made with Love by Glamma, who sadly is no longer doing crochet tutorials. I think she went over to makeup, which is very sad because I liked a lot of her tutorials. So, her mittens are made with double crochet. And I wanted to try to make my own mitten pattern. Well, it's a lot harder to design a mitten than it is anything else, let me tell you. So I used half or single crochets because I wanted it to be not so holy like the double crochet mitten is. So far this is what I have. It is still a definite work in progress. I am slowly getting satisfied with this because it definitely will keep the homeless shelter's men and women's hands warm. So once I get this written up and stuff, it will definitely be up for grabs. So this, like I said, this is all I have right now, and I'm just using Spring Green Red Heart Super Saver. As a matter of fact, I might work on this after I do this, get this started to upload. So my next work in progress is another one of my ski masks, because I want to get quite a few of them done before I didn't donate in the winter. And since I don't need any more hats, and I'm just using Pound of Love in the blue, I think that's aqua turquoise, so I'm just using that. So okay, I have 3 hauls. I just found one in my bag. I got some stuff from Walmart, which I will show you in a little bit. So my next whip is, I literally just started this about an hour or so ago, and I had to do other things, so I kind of had to put it away. It is the start of another baby sweater jacket, but I am using the puzzle yarn to go with the blanket that I am going to show you next. So this is Premier Puzzle Yarn. If you're not familiar with it, it is 328 yards, 300 meters, 7 ounces, and 200 grams. It is a 5 bulky machine wash cold tumble dry. Knitting needle size is a 6mm or a US 10. And crochet hook size 6mm US J10. It's 100% acrylic, and the color that I am using is Cat Cradle, which is like a peachy color, pink, gray, and a little bit of white. And this right here is all I have started on it so far, which is at the neckline. So my plan is to make a sweater, make a little tiny hat, and then I have this skein, and then I have another full skein, and whatever I have left, I am going to add to the blanket that I am going to show you now. And the little sweater, I am using a 5mm hook for it. And my hat, my ski mask, I'm using a 5mm hook. For my mitten, I am using a 5mm hook. And this is the blanket that I have started. And yes, it is a little poofy in the middle. So this is called the Revisit. It's by Fiber. It's a tutorial by Fiber Spider here on YouTube. It is called the Revisited Block Stitch Blanket. What I love about it is it's basically corner to corner, but in a square form. Because I don't know about any of you, and I don't know if you've ever seen any of my earlier corner to corner blankets. When I make corner to corner blankets, my corner that I end on is always more pointy than the spot down here on the end. And yes, this looks a little off because I started another row. But this is on hold, and I am using a 6.5 for this. So yeah, I will link these patterns, if I can remember them all, in the description box below. As a matter of fact, I'm going to write all of this down. So we have the box stitch. We have my favorite shawl pattern. We have the witch way. We have the baby sweater. What else did I show you? My ski mask is not ready yet. The hippo, I showed you what book that is. And I am going to link my Granny's crosswalk blanket and my other patterns that I have over on Ravelry. And my mitten pattern is not ready yet. So this is the yarn that I have. This is the third skein of it. So I have that. Another thing I am working on is, this is for Jenny Kiana. Jenny, girl, I do not know your last name, so it's just going to be Jenny. She comments a lot on my Facebook posts. She does follow me on there. So, girl, I am waiting for the canvas and my lever backs. If you can please tell me where you are from in the comments section, so I can kind of figure out how long it's going to take to get your canvas. So here is your 10 pockets. I have not I started doing the what she wants is, she wants me to make her hook cases. So I am going to make her 2 hook cases. And she wanted extra pockets on them, so I did the extra pockets. The pattern that she wants is here on YouTube. And I am using a 5mm hook for this. And the pattern is on here on YouTube. And it is, okay, yeah, it's here on YouTube. And she wanted, like I said, extra pockets on hers. So instead of the 5 on one side and 5 on the other side, I am doing 10 on one side and 10 on the other side so that it holds 20 hooks. She also wants plastic canvas in them for the cover and stuff so that it's a little sturdier. So, girl, I am waiting for that stuff from you so that I can figure out how to add the plastic canvas. So as soon as you get this, can you please comment or message me on Facebook Messenger telling me where you're from, because you sent me those first lever backs like 2 weeks ago and I still have not gotten them, and I'm just wondering where you're from and why it's taking so long. And also, how long it will take to get the plastic canvas from you. So, if you could just let me know that information, I'd really appreciate it. So, my last whip is I started another corner to corner square blanket by Fiber Spider. And this is some more of the puzzle yarn that I got. And this color is called Riddle. And it's just blues and whites and grays. So I'm planning on making a girl and a baby boy twin sets. So that's what I'm working on. Now, let's get into the yarn hauls. So, we're going to start with the smallest one first, which is what I got from Walmart. Now, I don't know, in a while back, a couple, like probably, it was on one of my videos, I showed it in one of my videos. In one of my videos, I had shown that I had gotten a small sewing machine from a flea market, and I decided that I was going to try my hand at making some project bags. Now, I'm gonna admit, they ain't gonna be perfect, and they're probably gonna be a little bit messed up, but I want to give them a try, and I want to try to sell them. So, the fabric that I got a solid, and then I got a print one. So this is my first print one that I picked out, and I picked out a hot pink for it. And my bags are going to be drawstring bags. I am not putting zippers in them, not yet at least, because I'm just now starting to sew a little bit. So yeah. And then I got this cute little monster one, which is really cute. And I got this fabric for it. Then I got this woodland one with these beautiful trees on. And I got a lilac-y light purple for that one. The next one I got is a llama or an alpaca with cactuses. And I got a light teal or turquoise for that. And I got a second one of those because I thought that was really cute. The next one I got is paw prints because I have a dog and she's black, and I got black for that one. The next one I got is this cute little woodland one. It has a deer, a fox, a little hedgehog, a squirrel. On the back it has a raccoon. And I got like a lime green for that one. And my last one I got is some dogs, and I'm not sure if cats are on here or not. And I got a teal one for that. So I got some fat quarters from Walmart. I also got a burnout white because I saw this gorgeous blanket on Facebook, one of the Facebook groups, where a woman was holding that double with one a mandala, and it was so pretty. So I decided that I was going to get one and I was going to try it. So that is my small haul from Walmart. Now, I take it that's my biggest one. My next haul is from Joann's, and I guess I should show this last since this is this week. So my next haul that I'm going to show you is all of the cotton yarn that I got at Joann's because it's the re-up yarn, and like I said, they were having it on sale for $1. Now, there is not that many colors, but I kind of liked it because they were all kind of corresponding to each other. So I got a couple reds, and this is the re-up. And if you're not familiar with it, it says 2.5 ounces, 70 grams, 114 yards, and 105 meters. It is a number 4. Needle size 4.5 millimeter, which is a 7. And crochet hook is a 5.5, which is an I9. It is machine washable and dryable. And it is 85% cotton and 15% polyester. So I got 2 reds. I think that's all I got. I got a denim. And a couple of these I got repeats of because I like the color. I might have gotten 2 or 3 aqua. I got a couple sky. Here's another sky. I think I got 2 or 3 sky. Oh, here's another aqua. I got 1 black. 1 white. I got 2 lilac. What's this one? I got a gray. I got 1 orange. This is what I made the pumpkin earrings out of. I got 2 of the raspberry. And I got 1 that is called ecru, which is like an off-white. That's what I made the skull earrings out of. I also got 1 lime. And the rest of them are variegated. So I got I got 5 of this one. Because my favorite color is blues and greens. And this is called Azul. So I got 5 of those. I got 3 of these ones, and it is called Ash. I'm running out of room. I got 2 of these, and it's saffron. I got 3 of these, and it is called confetti. And I got 2 of these ones too, but I accidentally left the one at my mom's. And it is called bubblegum. So, that was from last week. So last week, I was going to do my podcast on Sunday. I had everything, ready, I had everything. Saturday, I got everything ready. Like, I got all my whips in my whip basket. I was ready to go. So when I woke up, when I got ready to do it on Sunday, I'd have everything in one spot. That went out the window. Because Sunday, I was in bed, and my grandma woke me up to go to the grocery store with her. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was a zombie on Sunday when I woke up. It was bad. So Sunday I woke up, and my grandma and I get in the car, we go. I sleep, on the way there. Felt like crap. Downright crap. So we get to the grocery store. I go in with my grandma, and I'm walking, and I'm, sluggish, and we get in the store, and I grab the cart, and I'm walking, and then I get sick. I get nauseous, like really, really nauseous from walking around the store. So we get back to like where the lobster and the seafood stuff is, and I smell it, and I get really sick. So I say to my Gram, I do not feel good. She's like, well, go out to the car and I'll do the rest of the shopping. So I go out to the car and I put my seatbelt on and I leave the car door open because I'm literally roasting at this point. So I'm roasting and I have the car door open and I sleep. And then my gram comes out and scares the crap out of me because I'm sleeping. and she opens up the door, and so then we had to stop and get the cigarette stuff for them to make their cigarettes. So we stopped there. I slept the whole entire time. We got close to being home, and my grandma's like, "Why didn't you tell me you didn't feel good?" And all I could muster was, "I don't know." So we get closer to home, and Grim says, "Don't even bother helping me. Just, go upstairs and go back to bed." And that was at 10:30 in the morning when we got back home. So I dragged my butt back in upstairs, grabbed a bottle of water on the way up. Grabbed a bottle of water, felt like almost killed myself getting up the steps because my mind was not functioning at all. So put my nightgown back on, climb into bed. I slept until 7:30 that night. 7:30. I slept from 10:30 to 7:30 at night. And when I woke up, it felt like I had a giant cotton ball in my head. So I go downstairs and I'm like, my grandma's like, "How you feel now?" And I'm like, "My head feels like there's a giant cotton ball in there." She's like, "Is your chest congested?" I'm like, "It doesn't feel like it is, but like I could tell my head was." So she's like, "Put your hair up, take your nightgown off, take your bra off. I'm gonna fix it." So she puts Vicks on my face and on my neck, the front of my neck, my chest, my back, the back of my neck. And then I put my nightgown on, came back upstairs, watched probably a good half hour of TV, took my pills, and went back to bed. Monday, I woke up feeling so much better. So much better. And I was going to do it on Monday, but then I was like, my mind still wasn't good enough to do a video. And Tuesday night came, and I'm like, there's just something about my body that's just still not right. This is going to be a long video, by the way, since I just told you all of that. So, yeah, I was not feeling good over the weekend. And I still feel like my head is stuffed up, but I'm more functional now. I can actually do things. Like, I didn't crochet at all Sunday. I didn't crochet hardly at all Monday. I picked up a couple things on Tuesday. And Wednesday was the first day that I actually could sit down and concentrate and think about what I wanted to work on. I hate being sick. And I'm not like a sickly person. Like, I don't get sick a lot. But when I do, I do. Okay, so this is my last part of my video. I have a yarn haul. When I was in at Joann's, I don't even remember what I went in there for. Oh, I looked at Walmart, the Halloween blanket. I ran out of I had one skein of black, orange, black, pumpkin, and lavender. I ran out of the black. I ran out of the pumpkin, and I ran out of the purple. I had little tiny balls like this big. And I used a full skein for the whole blanket. So I called my gram on Monday morning because I could kind of pick up my hook and work on a couple things, but I didn't work on it for like long periods at a time. So I called my gram Monday morning at work, and I said, "I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go over to Walmart, and I need you to try to find these colors that I need." She's like, "Okay, what colors are they?" I said, "I need black, I need pumpkin, and I need lavender." She found the black, and she found a orange, but it was called Flame. Well, I said, look on the top shelf. Sometimes there's extra up there. So she looked, and she's like, oh yeah, there is. There is an orange up there, but I can't reach it. I can't figure out how to get up there and get it off. So luckily there was a worker that was walking past, and my grandma's like, sir, because she was on the phone with me. She was like, sir, can you help me? He's like, yeah, what do you need? And she's like, I need that yarn up there. I need that orange up there. And he got it down for her, and he said, what's the color on it? He said it's pumpkin. I'm like, yep, that's the one I need. So she got me a black and a pumpkin, but there was no lavender. So then Wednesday, I go to my mom's, and I'm like, Mom, we have to go to Walmart and see if they have pumpkin. This is a completely different Walmart. Or see if they have lavender. No lavender. I'm like, well, the only other place I can think about it was Joann's. And they had it. They had it. Thank God. Now, that yarn was so thick. It felt like a bulky weight yarn. The lavender one. I hated working with that yarn when I made the last rows of the blanket. And then I used most of the rest of it to work on that hat. That the green and purple one. It was so thick, it was like a bulky. So while I was in there, they had their Big Twist on 25% off, which it's usually like $3.49 or something like that. Well, it was down to $2.61, so I got a couple of the new colors. So this isn't a new color, but it's aqua. Really pretty color. This is a new color. They didn't have this one before. It's a bright, bright orange. And if you're not familiar with this, it is 380 yards. This is a lot bigger skein than the ones they originally had. The ones they originally had is 371 yards. This one, these new ones, are 380 yards. So they're 380 yards, 6 ounces, 347 meters, and 170 grams. And the one thing it tells you is on this, it says 6 skeins to make a blanket, 3 to make a sweater, 1 to make a hat, and 1 to make a scarf, which is what it tells you, skeins per project. It also calls for a 5mm US 8 for knitting and crochet, and it's a worsted number 4. And it is 100% acrylic. Please machine wash and dry. Please purchase a sufficient quantity of one dye to ensure uniformity of color and completed project. And like I said, this is color orange. They had this color here too. It's new. And it's a light green. Then they had this really, really pretty purple, and it's grape. A real nice, dark, rich grape. Then they had this really pretty purple, and it is called purple. I used some of the taupe for that one hat, or ski mask. And the ski mask will be up shortly right after I do this podcast, right after I upload this podcast. Well, okay, no, let's just do it this way. So the ski mask will be live tonight. It will be live tonight. I'm going to write it up, and I'm going to download it to Ravelry, so it will be live tonight. Then they got this pretty bubblegum color, and they got this pretty teal, and they got a pretty red, and one of my favorite colors is they got coral. And you know me, I'm not a pink girl. But surprisingly, I painted my nails pink today. And you want to know the cool thing about my nail polish? Is I'm going to show you once I put all of these back in here. So I have a UV light that I dry my nails with. And I'm going to show you guys. So the cool thing about my nail polish is, look. They glow. You can't see it, can you? They glow, kinda. Yeah, you can't see it. But they glow, which I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, I've been talking for over an hour, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you guys have a great week. It is Sunday tomorrow, or technically today. It's Sunday today. Hope everybody has a great Sunday and a great beginning of your week, and I will talk to you guys later.